Hey everybody. Sorry, today is January 7th, 2026. 2 days removed from the death of my father. So I wanted to put a video together as best as I could to honor him. Ironically, the last time I spoke to him was Monday, maybe about 5 hours before he passed away. And I was on my bike, and I think we had a conversation about it. I mean, we would always talk about me being on the bike and how proud of me he was, and how free it must feel to ride a motorcycle, and things like that. So I hope that this video is it does justice to to tell the story of the type of man that he was, how influential he was to me and everybody that loved him. So check it out.
Once I decided that I was going to speak at my dad's funeral, I had to write everything down so that I can hit all the points that I wanted to hit. And as you can imagine, during a moment like that, during the funeral, it's very difficult to be concise and accurate with things that you want to say. You don't want to go too long, but you don't want to miss key points. And I was going to get on here today and read exactly what I wrote, but it's difficult because it sounds programmed. It sounds structured. And I just wanted to talk straight from the heart and just see what comes out. My dad, Anthony Farmer, fortunately was not my biological father. And I say fortunately because he gave me something. He gave me his name. He gave me his middle and last name. And but more than that, he chose me. He chose to love the infant of a 21-year-old woman. I was 6 to 9 months, if I'm correct. But he chose to love an infant of a 21-year-old woman, my mother. And he gave me his name. He adopted me. And he never, ever, ever made me feel that I was not his natural son. He never made me feel that way. In fact, he loved me a lot. My first 2 cars, he gave to me. He gave me 2 apartments. So by any measure, I was probably spoiled as a late teenager, early 20s, but he did that for me. But the biggest gift that he gave me more than anything was honesty. My dad was so transparent. He would tell me anything. He told me all about his struggles, everything. And for me, I think that was the best gift that I ever could have received from anyone, because it shaped me. It shaped who I am today. It allowed me to understand transparency. And the other thing too, it allowed me not to judge people, and not to judge people too harshly. I think to judge people, that's innate in us. It's who we are just as a human being. We do it unintentionally at times. And then sometimes we do it intentionally. But what that did for me, what his honesty did for me, and his lifestyle, and just all of the different challenges that I knew that he was facing, that taught me compassion. It taught me empathy. It taught me how to love beyond the situation, beyond anyone's circumstance or whatever it was. If I couldn't relate to it, it doesn't matter. I see you as a person and as an individual. And that's how I raised my kids. They will tell you, daddy was a no-holds-barred type of guy. He told us everything. Even if we didn't need to hear it, he told us. And that's the way my dad was. My dad was also, you ever heard if you poke the bear, you're going to get bit? He was that guy. If you push him hard enough, then you're going to regret that you did. And I remember one time we were very young, and my dad had took my sisters and I skating, and And for some reason, I didn't want to skate. I'm not sure why I didn't want to, but so when we were in the car leaving the skating rink, he asked, he said, "So David, why didn't you want to skate?" And I said, "Would you have gotten out there and skated?" And after the verbal lashing I got, everything went quiet. You can hear a pin drop. So we arrived to our destination, and my sisters got out the car first, and I was the last one, but I can see him standing, waiting for me. And when I got out the car, the next thing that I saw was the blue sky, because I was on my back on the asphalt, and he let me know that he will not be disrespected. I will never forget that. But the win from that situation was that we went to a park afterwards, and he talked with me about it. He said, "This is why I did this. This is why you were disciplined." I appreciated that. But for that to still be a strong part of one of my memories of him means that my dad cared enough about me and enough about our relationship for him to explain why he disciplined me the way that he did. My dad was beautiful. Those that knew him and knew his struggles, you know that if you were just to look at my dad and not know him, you would never know the things that he was dealing with. And I'm not going to disclose any of his struggles here on this platform, but what I will tell you is that my dad was so resilient. Challenge after challenge after challenge after challenge. And then the last challenge that he did have, the last couple challenges that were major, was that he had prostate cancer, and he was 100% blind in his left eye, and he could probably see maybe 10% in his right, but you would never know that. My dad was huge. He was bright. He was just a huge ball of energy and and the laughter. Even if you didn't understand why he was laughing, if you were around him, you'd begin laughing too. I guarantee it. Hilarious. Anyway, I just wanted to make this video primarily because my dad was very proud of me because I decided to become a YouTube content creator. In the last conversation that we had, ironically, I was on my bike, and we talked as I was riding, and he told me that he was very proud of me. He'd asked me about all the places that I would go and what I was planning to do, et cetera, et cetera. So that's one reason why I'm making this video. I wanted to let you know who he was the best that I could, and then also just to keep me in a rhythm of uploading videos every Tuesday. So, Dad, this video is dedicated to you. My life going forward is dedicated to you and my mother, and I just hope to make you proud, and I hope to make her proud. Ultimately, I hope to make God proud of how I live my life and how I pay it forward and how I treat my family and things of that nature. So I really appreciate y'all for watching up to this point. And for all you motorcycle riders out there, remember, ride safe, ride steady, and trust the one who guides your path. And I'll add this last part: hug your people, hug them, love them, tell them you love them. My dad and I always ended our conversations with "I love you." And we talk 3 times a day, and that's no exaggeration. So y'all take care, and thanks for watching.
Bye.
Anything else you want to say?
No.
Okay.
Love you. Yes, I want to say love you. Bye.
Bye.